Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Steel City, ready to rock at this stadium at the confluence of the three rivers and home to the Pitt Panthers. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the third-ranked team, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Brimstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Pittsburgh's offense will get the first swing today.
Well, Kirk, you can just feel the emotion, the intensity of this rivalry game right now.
Well, one thing we know is you work year-round for a rivalry game, and now it's right before your eyes. Let's see how these guys play today.
First down here for this offense. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Down he goes, a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Tackle made after a big gain. And the Panthers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him, but great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. Getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Important second down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Notre Dame's offense out there for their first possession. And here we go, the other half of this running back matchup we've been looking forward to. Both guys come in rested, fresh, and very motivated.
How great is this, Chris? Usually in this era, it's about the quarterbacks and the receivers and getting the ball out in space. And in this matchup, we got 2 of the best running backs in the country going head-to-head. But the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Second down play coming up for this offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down out at the 46. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
How about that, Chris? Third down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close. But they're going to give them the first down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the first down.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And there's the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackled, but first down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He'll pitch it. Aiming for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown, and they keep it going. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. Third down after that running play. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Tailback with another carry. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Panthers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. The Panthers looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. On the run here, lets it go. Pass is caught. Tackle after the completion, down at the 1-yard line. A solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Third down and goal. Crucial play coming up.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Look, keep playing in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders that keep them focused on the task at hand.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package.
And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. It was right down the field for a touchdown. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff on the counter play. And they've got him, but not before a solid game on the ground there. 2nd down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Dump off caught by the running back. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the 1st down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. There's a wide open receiver complete. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain on the pitch and catch. The Panthers come to the line with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
And that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Wow, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Catch made at the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Irish. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the 1st half.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Pressure is coming. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Panthers will have to kick it away. And he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, and he's got some space here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit.
Going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. Come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. By completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught in the flat by the running back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Holstein. The pass rush closing in. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. The Panthers bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's a very high kick straight up in the air. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Hands off to the left. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. So great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And it's incomplete, the last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Panthers will kick this away to get the second half going. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stopping at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play. They bring the punter onto the field now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Dropping back, it's Holstein. QB to the tight end for a completion. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught quickly. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They will claim the second-half lead.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game.
All week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Gets some space around the 30. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Catch made on the right side, but he's tackled behind the line. And he'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting. The yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
PAT is good, so they're up by a touchdown, 35-28. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. He has first down yardage at the 46. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
They'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the running back takes the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's a run to the left. And just a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
He's brought down near the 16-yard line.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Trying to find room. It's Davis. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And bulldozing his way through. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Kirk, you don't have to be that creative, do you? The running back simply cannot be stopped. It's another touchdown for him.
Chris, he's scoring all these touchdowns, but it's really as much about the offensive line as it is anything. How about the holes that he's running through right now to give him a chance to get out into space to show you what he can do as a back? But he'll be the first one to tell you, I'm sure, after the game, the job this offensive line did.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Quarterback still with the football. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Ending off on the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Hold it.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. The penalty backs them up first and very long.
Play, just a bad play all around for this offense.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback keeps the football. It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote 4-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They've got a first and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. There's the handoff. Touchdown, Irish. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Panthers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, third and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Pitt. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Ball handed off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. offense will keep it on the ground here. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They jump in front here in the 4th. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral it.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
We reach the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
2nd down after that short completion. Looking to throw yet again. The pocket breaking down. Who makes the grab? And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. It's 3rd down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. First down, looking to throw the football. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense is really threatening now. The Panthers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's got a man down the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, it's a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out, it's Smith. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Tremendous crowd atmosphere now in the final minute of play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Jukes to get past a man. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. So that is a call to remember. The interception wiped away by a pass interference penalty. 1st and 10 play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. 1st down now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Working his way inside the 15. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Now the off tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch. Now timeout stops the clock, which is 7 seconds remaining in the game. Punt team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. With the return, it's Robinson. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the 2nd overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the 3rd overtime, Dirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite. See if we can get to that 3rd series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. To the air, it's Holstein. Defense is coming after him. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
QB decides to keep it here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Makes a quick catch. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. And now the extra point to make this a 7-point game in overtime.
Great play design by the offensive coordinator. He's such a tough matchup down here. The tight end has size, he has instincts, he gets his head turned around, goes up, and catches the ball. Great play call and great execution.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. It's a shotgun run call. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play.
Hold.
That one hurts. Yards. On the ground, it's Davis. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So here we have a challenging fourth down play with the game on the line. Defense gets a stop, and it's game over. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs. Now, this is a tough one. And you get it to overtime. You come up